Engaging parents and caregivers with remote learning. For remote learning in grades K through 3 to be successful, we will need the full support of parents and caregivers. Remote learning offers the ability to teach in a flexible manner that delivers academic standards to each child in a way that best suits them, and having the full support of the parents or caregivers is crucial to this development. The Ohio Department of Education has pinpointed 3 critical areas that will help ensure a student's success: communication, supporting learning at home, and engaging strategic community partners. Effective communication with families and the community at large will be essential to a successful experience. Let's talk to Principal Leslie Henry from Gallia Local School District, who was able to create a system that was successful with engaging parents.
Work with our students, introduce things such as Chromebook use, as well as Google Classroom, trying to get some common communication tools in place to allow us to communicate on a daily basis with our families. One of the communication tools that we utilize just for quick pushing out of information, as well as some two-way communication with parents in form of messaging, is a dojo system that we utilize. And of course, that allows teachers to push out messages to parents. It allows parents to respond individually to parents. And of course, ultimately, those personal contacts such as telephone calls and Zoom calls are ultimately the best, but in all situations that isn't possible. So having those different types of communication, modes of communication, is certainly helpful in that situation.
Gallia Local School District is located in a rural part of the state. What were some of the challenges you experienced with remote learning, and how did you overcome these barriers?
Some of the challenges with remote learning we were able to anticipate, others we were not. One of the anticipated challenges that we had before us was we're in a very rural community. Access to internet is a barrier, as well as having technology to support our students in that scenario. So in regard to technology, our district has made an effort to have a one-to-one initiative. So all students in our district, K through 12, do have a Chromebook device that's issued to them. In regard to the barriers of access to internet, we were fortunate through some grant sources that we were able to purchase a limited number of hotspots, but we were able to get those in the hands of some of our most vulnerable families and to some of those families that simply just had fewer resources. So that allowed some families to be able to connect, of course, with the Google Classroom, with teachers. We also were very purposeful with providing our parents with local resources, such as sharing information about our local library having additional hotspots available, sharing locations throughout our community that have Wi-Fi, so such as our local hospital, pulling into that parking lot, all of our 7 schools, of course, we have wireless internet capability. So making sure that they knew there was access there within each of our small communities, as well as just various community resources, restaurants and whatnot. So if they couldn't make the drive to us, hopefully we were able to point them in the direction of a resource that was close by to them to be able to access the internet for those Zoom meetings. And of course, our teachers were great about recording those meetings, either in advance or while they were working with a group of students, posting those on Google Classroom. So even if students couldn't attend in real time, they could at least connect to the internet at some point, download those videos, and then watch those at a later time.
Thank you, Leslie. Gallia Local Schools were able to successfully support learning at home by establishing a unified platform for the district to easily communicate with parents and caregivers. Gallia was also able to engage community partners to ensure that their children were able to find internet options amongst their community. Every district has their own challenges in regards to remote learning. Implementing the 3 critical areas, communication, supporting learning at home, and engaging strategic community partners, will help ensure your students' success. For more information about engaging parents, please visit education.ohio.gov.